Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. Mr. Mega Mcqueen, I'm gonna be reacting to him calling me all kinds of names. I'm going to be rewatching these videos. I'm first gonna start off with McQueen, and then my next video, I'm going to be reacting to Flight. So if you want to see me react to Flight and what he had to say, then stay tuned after this video of me reacting to what McQueen had to say. So in all honesty, like I've already seen the video, but I'm just gonna replay it and I'm gonna be reacting to it as I replay it, the things that came into my mind and the things that I still think now. I've gotten so many DMs about Flight and McQueen, you know, quote unquote going in on me. And honestly, when I watched both videos, I was like, really? That's all you got? All right, for sure. So I'm going to go on over to McQueen's video, and I'm going to go to the timestamp of when he starts talking about me. I'm not about to watch the whole thing. We're going to skip on over to about 5 minutes in. I'm going to start the video there. And we're going to get this conversation going. We're going to get this reaction going. Let's see what Mr. McCringe has to say about this whole situation. Let's see.
I feel like if he's the one who started the beef, I shouldn't be the one to have to end it. You know? Like,
you shouldn't have to.
Niggas gotta have some type of respect out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna just be, you know, doing everything I did throughout this beef, you know what I'm saying? Whooping that nigga ass, you know what I'm saying? Becoming the hardest nigga in LA.
If pushing somebody into somebody who is going to break the fall, and if pushing them into somebody, not punching them, not giving them a black eye, not, like, you didn't even leave a scratch on him. If not even leaving a pinch on somebody is whooping their ass, I mean, I'm clearly out of the loop of what it means to have a real fight and what it really means to be the hardest nigga in LA. Like, did you even pinch the bitch? No.
I didn't gain all those titles, you know what I'm saying, just to motherfucking be like, you know what, bro? It's all good. No, nigga, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to respect me. Especially since I'm the hardest nigga in LA now. Like, you have no choice but to respect me, you know?
He's a full troll. Like, it's crazy the stuff that, like, little kids buy into because they're all like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, he know he ain't the hardest nigga. He can't go to any hood in LA and walk up and call out anybody. He won't even bust a grape in a fruit fight. He won't even, like, step on a grape in Grape Street. Like, you ain't the hardest nigga. So, like, but it's funny because these kids actually buy into this whole mess. One thing I will say, though, is that's how I eat my pizza. That's funny. I have to eat my pizza, like, with ranch. But, anyways.
But it's crazy. It's another thing I want to talk about is that it is truly fucking crazy how much. Now, this whole beef really showed me, opened my eyes to how much hate there is in people's hearts. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Not
talk
only
about
the ones that are involved in the beef, but the ones that be watching. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not talking to y'all out family. Anybody who really rocking with me, you know what I'm saying, subscribe for me and loves my content and just enjoys seeing me and enjoys a laugh. I love you to death. Don't ever get that twisted. But
he don't love y'all. He lying to y'all, manipulating y'all, and y'all's his meal ticket. Y'all giving him coins in his pocket. He could care less about y'all, because if he did care about y'all, Aqua family, he would be sincere with y'all and keep it real with y'all and be like, look, y'all support me. I'm about to start this whole reality series. And y'all get behind your boy because it's going to be entertaining. Because I'm not going to deny the fact it was entertaining, like, but it was fake at the end of the day. But my point is, if he cared about y'all, he would keep it real with y'all, which he don't. He care about his coin. And I'm going to just leave it at that. And let's see what else this bogus ass guy has to say.
The niggas that come here just to hate, I mean, I appreciate y'all too. Don't get fucked up. But it's just crazy. The amount of people that will go out of their way to see a nigga that is gaining money off of his misfortune. You know what I'm saying?
You're gaining money off of lies. That's not your misfortune. There was nothing unfortunate about a fake beef. You called McQueen, you called your sister, y'all plotted, planned it, and y'all all made this whole, there's nothing unfortunate, or there was no misfortune that happened around this.
I'm turning something that was unfortunate in my life into something that is productive, you know?
Again, no.
I'm getting money off of my motherfucking misfortune.
You're getting money off manipulating and lying to little 12 and 13-year-olds who believe your BS.
And it's crazy. You got niggas out here trying to make up all these motherfucking stories to expose niggas and shit. Like, what the fuck? Do you have anything to do with your life?
I actually do.
Do you, like, are you that bored?
I'm actually not bored. I actually like to inform the youth on when they're being manipulated and lied and scammed to.
I gotta see some ugly ass black girl, you know what I'm saying? She saw Flight and Daryl at a motherfucking party or some shit. And try to make it seem like I was there too. Talking about, oh, the beef is fake. Nigga, what the fuck? I wasn't even at the motherfucking party.
Not only is he faking the beef to y'all, but he just wholeheartedly faked and lied to y'all face. First of all, I seen Flight, I seen Daryl, and I seen you as well at the party, okay? I had a conversation with you, and I had a conversation with Ciante. And as I walked to the door, you called me on over, you said something, and I'm like, what? Walked over to you, you were flirting. And then when that happened, Ciante started engaging in conversation. And that's how the whole conversation between me, you, and Ciante happened. It started with you talking to moi. I uttered not one word to you at all. When I took a photo with DDG and Flight, he was in the pool sexually harassing a girl.
Yeah. Why people are vegan? You said white people are vegan? I said a lot of people are vegan, yeah.
You here by yourself?
I'm with my boy Mikey, who's the DJ, the engineer. He's not here, I don't know where he is.
Oh, okay.
Let me back up and catch you up here. Go ahead. All right, so. Okay, I'm breathing that out. What was it? Oh yeah, I do try to play. That's how I was feeling. I was like, no, fuck it. Do you want this goddamn info you too? Oh, the DJ! You know what I'm saying?
You're harassing everybody.
I'm telling the truth.
Before the photo, he was chummy with all of them, and during the photo, he was in the pool. So yeah, I just find that funny. But it's crazy. Like, this black ass girl didn't even walk up to you and start a conversation with you based on me trying to approach you. I walked to the door and you started flirting with me, asking me where I was going, what I was about to get into. Ciante then started engaging in conversation with me. But you know, that's funny.
What the fuck are you trying to say? You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to say you was there because you was there. What you mean what I'm trying to say?
It's crazy, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about too. Some ugly ass bitch, you know what I'm saying?
If I'm so ugly, why was you trying to get my attention?
Motherfucking, another thing too, bro, is like, it is so sad that the niggas that be hating are fucking black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you hating on your own fucking race?
He a whole joke right now. So first, I'm this ugly black ass girl, and to clarify, when guys, and I seen in the comments on All Tea All Shade before I even got to see his actual video, when I seen the comments on All Tea All Shade, you know, people were calling him a colorist, which these are colorist comments. A lot of people were divided in the comment section, and they were like, he's not a colorist. You guys try to label everybody a colorist. Y'all try to make it seem like everybody is a colorist. She is black. He's saying that she's black. He's describing her. And if he feels like she's ugly, then she's ugly, and it's not a lie because she is a black girl. So let me break this down for you little ingrates who know nothing about anything Let me break it down to you. And I'm not even offended by his comments. They're colorist comments nonetheless. They derive from colorism. They derive from thinking light skin is superior and all that jazz. It is what it is. Even with all that being said, I'm not offended by his comments because I know deep down what happened. I was there at the party. I said nothing to him. He approached this black ass girl, but let me just break down to you guys how colorism works, because a lot of people who have colorist comments, a lot of people who make these claims, it's something that's in their subconscious that they don't even realize. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, when a guy, a black guy that is, we're gonna base this solely on black men. And it's up for debate. You know, people say that if you're mixed, you're not black. Like I said in several other videos, if you're mixed with black, I consider you black. The world doesn't consider you black, but I'm gonna just put you in the black man category. When a black man describes a woman, if she is of light skin complexion and he deems her ugly, when have you, think about it, when have you ever heard a guy refer to a light-skinned woman as an ugly black-ass girl who was also black? Him being black, he describes a woman who's light-skinned as ugly. Think deep down in your mind, think, use common sense. When have you ever heard them call a light-skinned woman an ugly black-ass girl? If they describe a light-skinned woman as ugly, they're going to say, and I'm telling you because I've heard, you know, men call light-skinned women pretty, ugly, whatever, and I've heard the descriptions, and I know the descriptions that people base around skin tone, and I know the descriptions that people have around women. So when they describe a woman who is light-skinned as being ugly, they'll either say, oh, this ugly A-B, this ugly girl, or they'll say, oh, this old ugly light-skinned chick. That's how they describe them. I don't care if we are all considered black, because yes, light skin, dark skin, brown skin, whatever the shade of black is, we're all considered black. But in the realm of describing women, black men do not describe light-skinned women as ugly black girls. They just don't do it, especially if they're black themselves. The only time a person will be like, who will classify a light-skinned woman and they think that she's ugly as a ugly black girl is if they're not black. McQueen, I can tell he identifies himself as black. He throws around the word nigga all the time, and I'm putting him in the black man category, even though, like I said, it's up for debate, and some of you guys don't classify him as that. But like I said, they do not call light-skinned women ugly black girls, even though, yes, they are technically black. It just does not happen. When they talk about women like myself, they try to have this diss to us, and they say it in a disrespectful manner, in a disrespectful tone, like he did in this video. They say this ugly ass black girl. And yes, a light-skinned girl is black, but a dark-skinned girl is classified as black girl. That is our classification. Even though light-skinned women are also black, we are the ones who are boxed in, and we are the ones, the darker skinned women with darker skin tones, we are the ones who people deem as unattractive. We are the ones who people use our skin tone as a diss. So within us being deemed as unattractive, that's a direct diss, this ugly black ass girl, because that's supposed to be disrespectful. That's supposed to be a diss. But like I said, I'm confident in myself. I know that I'm not ugly. But in society, whether you are looking like a donkey, whether you look like whatever you look like, if you have lighter skin, people deem you as attractive. You can look like a potato head. You could look like a giraffe. You could look like a horse. But if your skin is lighter, society deems that as attractive. It is what it is. I'm a woman who I'm very secure in, me. I know the guys that, I know the reaction that I get from men. I know the men that are attracted to me. And even McQueen, a person who even trying to diss me on camera, he is even a man who seen me in person and gave out the typical cat call to somebody trying to holler at a woman. But it is what it is. I just wanted to break that down for the little kids who can't distinguish between a colorist comment and a non-colorist comment. Now, if he just thought that I was ugly, which, like I said, that's highly debatable, being that he's the one who called on to me. If he truly thought that I was ugly, then he would have simply been like, this ugly ass girl. He wouldn't have used black in it. And black is a reference to my skin tone being darker. Even though light-skinned women are black as well, it is, this box that dark-skinned women are put in as ugly black women. So that is where the whole connotation of his remark came from. But even with me explaining that, some of you delusional kids, y'all have no grasp on life. You have no grasp on racism within the community. You have no grasp on the subconscious mind. You have no grasp on those things. And then I know there's even somebody who will question and they'll say, well, if he is a colorist, then why would he try to holler at you? Because they make these derogatory terms about dark-skinned women, people are fooled into thinking that they won't act on hormone. And when they see a dark-skinned woman who they think, because society, they make an exception to certain dark-skinned women. So when they see a dark-skinned woman who is compared to somebody who is a celebrity who has become an exception of the rule, doesn't mean that they're not colorist anymore. Doesn't mean that, they have this found love for brown, dark-skinned women. Doesn't mean any of that. It's just that in that moment, you deem or you seem to be the exception of the rule, but deep down inside, they're colorists. They have colorist views. It's deep. Let me get back into this bullshit, because I've gotten off topic, but let me get back into this.
Do you see white people? These niggas do not hate on each other. They support each other to the fullest. To the fucking fullest. Asians, nigga, you gotta see them, man. They literally got their own towns dedicated to motherfucking Asians. You know what I'm saying? Chinatown, Koreatown. They literally got their own motherfucker. Them niggas stick together. You know?
And what he's saying about, Asians, that's true. They do have their own communities. They do stick together. They do help one another. But this is coming from a man who's at this current moment beefing with another black man. Like, you not sticking together with Flight. You not sticking together with all the people that you fake beefing with. So how are you sitting here giving a whole contradictory statement about how Asians stick together, but black people don't stick together? If you're going to at least try to make that comment, which I'm not going to dispute that fact, because, there are Asian communities that stick together, but there is, race on race crime within every single race. So what happens is, when you grow up, you are familiar with the characteristics of, a person who has the same background as you. So if I grow up and I'm Asian and my culture is whatever my culture is, if I find somebody on the schoolyard who's also Asian, we have a similarity. We have, common interest. So we tend to cling together and be friends. So these things happen in every single race. So within you having common similar interests and familiarities with people, often these are the people that you mostly cling to, but these are also the main people that you have disputes with, who you have arguments with, you have fights with, because these are the people that you associate with. So there is Asian on Asian crime, there is Mexican on Mexican crime, and there's black on black crime. You know, a lot of people, they try to make it seem like, oh, it's only the black people who are fighting with black people. No, it's every single race fighting within their race, because these are the people that you're most familiar with. These are the people that you have common interests with, and these are the people that you are befriending the most because you have the same background, you have the same culture, you have the same this and that. So it is true that there are Asian communities, but it's not true that it's only black people who are bringing black people down. I just want to point that out while I listen to the rest of his bitch ass rant that is very contradictory, and he has points, but then he is a contradiction. Like, he's a walking contradiction in itself. So it kind of like cancels out his whole point, because you are the problem. You're talking about black people bringing people down, but yet you are the black person bringing black people down. And like I said, there are people who will debate that he's not black. I've said in countless videos, if you're half, I consider you black. I don't even know if he's fully half, but I'm gonna just give him that. You're black. You're the problem. You're the person who is bringing the black person down. You just are.
I'm saying Mexicans, they ride for each other. You know what I'm saying? Black people are the only people that will hate on their own race.
No, they're not. Like I already told y'all, no, they're not.
I will never understand that shit.
I will never understand why you got a whole fake beef.
And then you got niggas, you know what I'm saying, when we be getting shot and killed out here, then y'all niggas want to be motherfucking sentimental and have sympathy and shit, talking about, we gotta do, you know what I'm saying, stop the violence, you know what I'm saying, Black Lives Matter, and Black Lives.
So when are you gonna stop the violence in this whole fake beef? You sitting up here saying you the hardest nigga in LA. You sitting up here talking about you whoop Flight's ass in this fake push that was broken within you pushing him into another human being. When are you gonna stop the fake violence? Let's fight the power against fake violence. Let's fight the power and come together against fake beef. Can we do that? Before we tackle real beef, real drama, can we at least fight together and combat fake beef? You want to be about Black Lives Matter, black people coming together, black people not tearing each other down, but you got a whole ass fake beef going on in your videos. Really, bruh? Really? Really?
Lives matter so goddamn much, then why are you trying to tear down another black man's fucking life? Why?
Why are you trying to tear down Flight's life with a fake beef? There are several little kids who believe this BS hype, who are fighting amongst each other in your comment section. I looked at the comment section and I was blown away at the amount of kids who was falling for this BS, and not only falling for the drama between the fake beef, but they were fighting amongst themselves. You mean to tell me you don't see all the black lives that matter fighting amongst themselves in your comment section, taking sides, calling each other out, calling each other every name in the book because they believe Flight's side of the fake beef, and then the other people who believe. Okay, so my camera died. I apologize. I was on a roll with this little McQueen character. I don't even want to go any further into this reaction. Like I said, before I even came on camera to share my thoughts with you guys, I already seen a portion of this video. I even got further in my reaction watching his video than I actually seen before I did the reaction. I had seen enough of him, like, talking to be like, okay, I get it. I get what I get where he's going with it. Let me go on camera and react to it. And now I've gotten even further than the point where I've watched it off camera. And even with me getting further, I'm done with his reaction. I don't even care to go any further. He's a whole ass hypocrite. He's over here talking about Black Lives Matter. Black people need to come together. But then he's dividing Black lives. He's fighting and feuding against a Black man and Black people. And he's not even feuding with them in real life. He's feuding with them for fake. So, and within me even saying that, I don't want you guys to get the impression that I feel like, I'm perfect or that I'm even perfect. I'm not perfect because I got my ratchet moments and I got my righteous moments. And, I will turn up when I need to. I'll pop off when I need to. And when I feel like it's time for me to sit down and have a message to the youth, I'm going to sit down and have a message to the youth. But within that, I'm going to be authentically me. Whether, it comes off, as, she ratchet or, she, you know what I'm saying? Whatever my disposition comes off to you guys, it's going to be authentically me. The only problem that I have with this whole situation is the fact that they are lying and manipulating their followers, their subscribers for views and monetary gain. If they were really beefing and they really had issues, I'm like, dang, that's jacked up. Like, all these kids are also feuding and buying into it. But at the end of the day, like, who am I to say, like, you can't, feel away because somebody violated your family member or you feel like, there was a flag on the play. I mean, I'm not a person to say that you can't have a natural reaction to that. And I would be like, yo, that's his sister. That's how he feel. That's what it is. But that's not the case. This is something that's fake. This is something that's fabricated. This is not a situation where he really feels like his sister was violated. This is something that was perpetuated for monetary gain at the expense of young, impressionable children. And I think that that's wrong. I think that they are brilliant in their acting, minus some of the characters that they added in that messed up the whole plot. They didn't anticipate running into me being a YouTuber and seeing them all together being chummy. They added in people who don't have the acting down pat like they do because they've been doing this much longer. So, it kind of like unraveled. I think that, like I said, they're good at acting. So I think that if they should, like, hey, if they want to go and carry out a whole drama series, they got a knack for it. I will give them that. They made several young men believe it, several young girls believe it. But I think that, the audience should be aware that it's quote unquote entertainment. They keep throwing around this word. Stuff is for entertainment. It's entertaining. It's not entertaining if your subscribers don't know that, it's fake and that they're fighting at the defense of you and they're taking sides and they're ready to go for blows and they're cussing each other out. And you know what I'm saying? At that point, it's not entertaining. It's entertaining when I watch Power and I know that it's not real and I know that, Ghost ain't really cheating on Tasha, but I'm able to talk about the context of this being a real thing. Like, I'm able to talk about, and discuss the fake reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get a kick out of, them putting this together because it's intriguing. But at the back of my mind, I know that it's not real. I don't really take true offense to it. So I think like that's the difference. I think that if they want to have this fake reality drama that gains them views, I think that there should be like a disclaimer within their audience so that their audience isn't, torn and fighting and feuding and, taking sides and wanting to go for blows and all of these things that happened in their comment sections. I kid you not. Like, I literally looked through the comments and I'm like, wow, they really fighting in the comment section over something that's not even real. Like, and this whole fight and feud would not happen if the audience knew that it wasn't real. I think that there would be a discussion. If it's good content, whether it's real or not, people are going to discuss it. There's going to be engagement. if when I watch like people who are very popular with doing skits, they get tens and thousands of comments and people know that it's fake because it's good content. So you still get engagement even if the content isn't good, but I feel like you owe it to your audience to be authentic with them. So, and even with that, I expected them to be mad. I expected them not to be happy about it. And like I said, I honestly, like, if somebody came and exposed me, I know, like, you know, I wouldn't feel good about it. And with that being said, I didn't feel good about, you know, bringing this situation to light because that's not something that I want to be known for. That's not something that I'm about. But at the end of the day, when I seen that McQueen lied to me in my face, not only did I see him lie to me in my face, it was like one step away from like actually humping the girl in the pool. And it just was like disgusting to me. Not only that, but the way that he treats women online is disgusting. Like all of these things, like I took into account and I was like, you know what? Like this isn't a good person. He isn't doing good things. You know, like it's not like, you know, I'm tearing down this person who is, you know, building up the community, this person who is making good and, you know, they had one misfortune and, you know, I'm using it to, you know, like this isn't that. This is somebody who degrades women on a daily. He talks about, you know, every single woman he encounters, he disrespects them, he degrades them. There are women on the internet who have testimonies of him being a creep. There are, you know, women who are outright violated from being encountered with him. So this isn't a person who is causing any good. So I made the conscious decision to talk about something that they were faking, you know, and even within me making that conscious decision, I felt bad about it. But I'm gonna just leave it there. People are gonna have their opinions about me. They call me a clout chaser. They can feel whatever they want to feel. You know, they can say like, oh, it's entertainment and you should have mind your own business. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like once we decide to talk about stuff, we have to accept what comes with it. And what comes with it is people having their opinions. They have this liking to people. They buy into these storylines. They buy into these things. And, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I can only explain where I'm coming from. I can only explain my truth. And you guys could either love it, hate it, whatever. At the end of the day, McQueen is problematic, and I'll leave it at that. And I'm gonna get back to my regular content. I'm sorry, y'all, that I have not been producing my regular content, but you know, I had to put my daughter back in school. You know, school started, first week of school started. My uncle was in the hospital and he wasn't doing good. So, you know, I kind of got deterred within my regular content from when I released this whole story about McCringe and Flight. All right, guys. Peace.